What's up, everybody? What's going on? Today I'm outside taking the trampoline down. I don't know how this thing ain't been blown away by a tornado, but it just keeps making it. What's up, everybody? For those of you who just watching my channel, watching this video for the first time, I'm Shaw. This video is mostly for my subscribers, so if you're just watching this for the first time and you're like, well, this guy's talking about himself, that's because I'm going to be talking about myself. And like I said, this is mostly for my subscribers. So if you subscribe to my channel, it's for a couple of reasons. Either I made you do it by gunpoint. I'm just kidding. Either you like me, you like what I say, you like how I talk, you like something about my page, you like something I got going on, something I'm providing you caused you to subscribe to my channel, right? So I wanted to talk a little bit today about me, what I enjoy, and who I am as a person, just because I hadn't really done that yet. I know I talk a little bit about me here and there, but really haven't talked that much about me and what I enjoy most. And what I enjoy most is you looking at it right now, just being outside. I love the outdoors. I love Ohio when it's not crappy out. Ohio when it ain't snowing in the middle of winter. Any other time of the year, I don't care. Springtime, I know it's snow. I know it's raining a lot and everything's wet. I know during the summer it gets humid and hot. I don't care. I love it. I love every part of it. Ohio, when it ain't January and February, December, January and February, Ohio is, I mean, it's a place that you can only, I love it. It's like a dream. And the weather is just, I love everything about Ohio when it's not winter. And even in the winter, I'll still be outside because it's beautiful. But it's just cold. And once it starts snowing, the snow don't go nowhere. And then it's just kind of nasty. But I love Ohio. I love being outside. I love the outdoors. The way I look at it is thousands of years ago, everybody didn't have no house. Hunters and gatherers is what we were, right? If you want to look at it that way. I know some people might be religious, and I ain't saying, we ain't gonna get into all that. But me as a person, if you want to know who I am, if you ever want to catch a glimpse of me, all you got to do is ride past my house. If it ain't tornado coming and it ain't lightning, because I don't mess around with no lightning. No. I've done some questionable things in my life. I don't need to give him a good reason to strike me down out in my front yard. So if it's lightning within 10 miles, whatever, I'm inside. But other than that, if you ever want to see me, know what I'm doing, all you got to do is ride past the house. I promise you, there's a good possibility you're going to catch me outside. How about that? But, yeah, so I try to spend a lot of my times outside because we're not meant to be inside all the time. But what do you need to be inside that much for? There's so much to do outside. I think the UV rays has gotten lost in some people's daily regimen, that vitamin D, and people just ain't getting outside enough. Look at these fellas running. What are they doing? I ain't gonna be doing no running now. Oh, no. Heck no. If I'm running now, I'm running from the law. And if I'm running from the law, something bad happened. I done run from the law a few times in my life. But that's on a whole nother subject. We ain't got to get into that. Especially around here in Licking County. I got some questionable things and there's a few people I'd like to talk to about the Licking County and the justice system around here. But anyways, we don't got to get into all that and how I even know anything about the justice system around here. Let's just say at some point, somebody put their hands on me and I had to pop them in the lips. And it just went downhill from there. But it is what it is. That's past me. Now, on to the next subject. Back to me, right? So today I'm outside, I'm taking this trampoline down, and I thought, why not make a video about me? Why not make a video talking about what I love to do? And really, there ain't a whole lot to it. I love being outside. I love spending time with my boys and my wife. I like barbecuing. I like taking care of the house. I like taking care of the pool. I like building stuff on the house, building stuff in the... I like vehicle maintenance. I like anything, really anything that's got to do with being outside. So, spending time with my kids and playing sports, I've always loved. I love sports. I love doing anything athletic, anything competitive, to be honest with you. Especially if it's got to do with something being outside. So, as far as, really, if you just, honestly, if you just want to know who I am, you just got to know I'll be outside. You can catch me outside. So, I feel like it's important for people to be outside and to get outside more, because a lot of things I'm seeing, a lot of kids I'm seeing are spending more and more time inside on social media and video games, and just simple things like changing your oil and just regular house upkeep, regular vehicle upkeep, like checking your oil and, rotating your tires, and just everyday house upkeep, how to use a screwdriver. There's a lot of kids out there that are grown, having kids, or young men out there don't even know how to change a tire. If the tire goes flat, they call them AAA. What the hell are you gonna do if your battery's dead on your phone? They probably got a backup battery, something I don't know about, some kind of satellite triangulation they got. I don't know. All I know is people just don't know how to do stuff no more, and that's because they stay inside. Because you can't learn nothing if you ain't outside doing stuff, getting dirty, learning. I'm telling you, just being a man is a lost and dying, everyday thing. Being a man, being a boy, being a teenage boy, going through high school and college. By the time I left my grandma, I grew up with my grandma. By the time I left and went for the military, I was on my own. Been on my own since then. So, luckily for me, I grew up with a family who worked. We always worked, outside, inside, didn't matter. We're doing something. Hard to catch me inside. My dad, in the summer, I've grown up and be just like him as far as when it's nice out. I ain't got no shirt on. I got flip-flops, and if I got flip-flops on, it's because it's a little bit muddy. Other than that, no shoes, no shirt, no problems. And that's what my kids are. I keep them outside as much as I can. My wife loves being outside. I just don't want to be inside. I don't see no need to be inside all the time. So, yeah, I mean, really ain't a whole lot more to talk about with that, but just, and then let me say this too now. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying this whole video it should just be about boys and being a man and all that stuff. I'm just saying that because I am a man and I can relate to a man. But girls need to be outside too. Girls need to be, and women, everybody need to be outside. Your life will be so much more enjoyable, so much better if you just get your butts outside. You can't do nothing inside. Can't do nothing but think about being outside. Get your butts outside. Get your kids outside. You won't regret it. You'll feel better. I think you got to get some of them UV rays, some of that vitamin D. And if you don't, you get pasty and you get angry and you get grumpy, you get frumpy, you get fat. Nothing wrong with fat people. I'm not saying, I probably shouldn't have said that. I'll take that back. I like fat people. Fat people are funny. If you ain't fat and you ain't funny, you ain't got a whole lot going for you. I don't know. But anyways, I probably should cut that part out. But like I said, raw, unedited footage coming at you all the time from me. I don't edit nothing. I don't get on there and put no makeup on. I ain't got nice teeth. I probably talk crazy. You probably can't understand me most of the time. Getting a little translation from Shaw. I say a lot of you ain't, you ought to, you ain't gonna, stuff like that. So, yep, just wanted to get on here, really just kind of talk about a little bit about me. That way you can know who it is that's coming at you in front of this camera, who it is you're getting, whatever you're getting out of my videos. Now you know who's behind the camera, and that's me, Shaw Maybank Wallace. I about said a cuss word. And yes, my middle name is Maybank. Family name, passed down from generations to generations of being outside. So, yeah, 2 videos today. Everything's all right. I ain't having no midlife crisis. Done got the camper pulled out. She busted, I know. But I'm gonna get her right. I'm gonna get her fixed up. We're gonna do some camping. I got a lot of exciting stuff coming up this spring. I done been down there fishing a few times, but it's so wet, the water's come up. I haven't gotten any good golf footage yet because the golf course is too wet. And I'm a man who likes to take divots. So wet and divots don't mix. It means all your balls are fat, chunky, muddy. So I do got a lot of stuff. Also, I'm gonna start a page. I don't know, I might just keep all this stuff on the same YouTube channel, and I think it'll be easier for me to upkeep and maintain that way. If I just keep all my videos on the same page instead of making all these separate channels like everybody keeps talking about your niche. Don't be all over the place. Well, I don't have time to maintain 4 or 5 different pages. So this page is gonna have YouTube journey. I'm gonna always keep y'all updated on what's going on with that. I'm gonna have fishing, all my fishing videos. I'm gonna post a fishing video in there today. Probably gonna have a lot of golf on there, because once golf season amps up, I'm gonna be golfing every day. I always hit golf balls every day. You can see I got my little green out there with a little flag right there. If I don't go to the golf course, or if I don't go to the driving range, you better believe I'm hitting a couple buckets of balls at that flag. I got about a 60 yard, 70 yard, 80 yard, 90 yard, and 100 yard shot that I always practice. So, little golf tip for you. If you suck at golf, if you suck at making contact, all you gotta do is practice wedge shots from 100 yards in. I'm telling you, if you practice that, it will force you to start making contact with the golf ball. Because if you ever look at the pros, you don't see no professional or no good golfer who don't make contact with the ball first. If you want to be a good golfer, take my word of advice, practice those yardages in. It will help everything in your game tremendously. I promise you. I got a lot more coming up on that this summer though. But we got one of the other pages I'm gonna be doing is gonna be about my truck. I see a lot of YouTube videos out there about GMCs and Chevys, and there's just not enough on regular vehicle maintenance, or even, you know, more in-depth vehicle maintenance. So this page that this thing I'm gonna be starting up this spring, I just got a bunch of suspension parts in for my truck. Some stuff I've been needing to replace, and just, you know, I got a 09 GMC Sierra 1500 SLE. And if you got one around that year for a Chevy or Sierra, stay tuned. I'm no experienced auto mechanic, nothing like that. I learn everything I do off YouTube. So, excuse me. So I'm gonna have some videos coming up here soon. I'm doing leaf springs. I'm doing rear shock absorbers. I'm doing front strut assemblies, sway bars, tie rods, CV axles. I got rear axle bearings and seal caps for it. I got to do that, so that's going to be draining the differential oil and all that stuff. Never done it before. Watched it on YouTube. My wife's brother used to be an auto mechanic, and he knows a crap ton. Whoops, my bad. Crap ton about it, so I always pick his brain. And I got a good buddy of mine, not a good buddy, my best friend, Brett Hess. Shout out to my boy Brett. He's just a smart dude. He's a genius, actually. So anytime I have any real issues or any questions about anything, I call him up, and he right off the top of the brain. So stay tuned for some of that. So if you got a GMC Sierra or Chevy around that year, come look at my page. I'm gonna have a lot. I'm gonna be posting everything. If you don't like it, sorry. If you like it, thank you. Please subscribe. And yeah, a lot coming out. A lot coming up to you. Weather's getting nice. You're gonna see a lot of my face. So whether you like my face, whether you don't like my face, thank you and thank you. So I'm out. Please like, please subscribe, please share.